Here's something that might surprise you. There's a massive religious movement that's gathered over 2.5 million signatures across 130 countries, all pushing for a dramatic change in how we view one of history's most influential women.
You know what fascinates me about those numbers? How they show this isn't just some abstract theological debate happening in ivory towers.
Exactly, we're talking about the proposed Fifth Marian Dogma, which would officially recognize Mary as what they call the co-redemptrix, mediatrix, and advocate. And here's what makes this particularly interesting. It's happening during what theologians are calling the Age of Mary.
Those are some pretty hefty theological terms. What do they actually mean for everyday people?
Well, let me break this down because it's fascinating when you understand the nuances. Currently, there are 4 official Catholic teachings about Mary, her divine motherhood, Immaculate Conception, perpetual virginity, and Assumption into heaven. This 5th one would recognize her unique role in salvation history.
So what's driving this push for official recognition now?
You know what's interesting? It's not just coming from the top down. This grassroots movement, Vox Populi Maria Mediatrici, has gained support from 36 cardinals and over 130 bishops worldwide. But here's the key thing. The term co-redemptrix doesn't mean what most people think it means.
Oh, really? What's the actual meaning behind it?
The co comes from Latin cum, meaning with. It's about Mary's unique human participation in salvation, specifically through giving birth to Jesus and standing by the cross during his crucifixion. Then, as mediatrix, she's seen as a channel for divine grace, and as advocate, she brings people's prayers before Jesus.
That reminds me of how many cultures have this concept of a maternal figure who bridges different worlds.
Exactly. And that's what makes this so fascinating from a cultural perspective. We're seeing this surge in interest at a time when many people are seeking more feminine spiritual figures. The movement really speaks to something deeper in our current moment.
Well, with that kind of widespread support, there must be some pushback too?
Oh, definitely, there are significant concerns about how this might affect relationships with other Christian denominations. But what's really interesting is how this whole debate reflects broader cultural needs, people seeking advocates, looking for connection in an increasingly disconnected world.
You know, it's almost like watching theology evolve in real time to address contemporary human needs.
And that's really the heart of it. Whether or not this 5th dogma is officially declared, the conversation reveals so much about our spiritual and emotional needs. It's about finding ways to bridge the gap between the divine and human experience.
Looking at it that way, it seems like this movement is tapping into something much deeper than just religious doctrine.
Well, consider this: the 2 previous Marian dogmas were proclaimed partly in response to widespread popular devotion. So in many ways, this movement is following a historical pattern of how religious understanding develops through this dialogue between official teaching and lived experience.
That really puts this whole debate in a different light. It's not just about adding another title to Mary, but about addressing deeper human longings for maternal care and advocacy.
And perhaps that's the most important takeaway behind all these complex theological terms and debates. There are very human experiences and needs that we're all trying to understand and address. It's a reminder that religion, at its core, is about making sense of our human experience in an increasingly complex world.